All right, it's Eric. I'm back with you, and now I'm sitting with one of the owners of TNT Watersports, Andrew Trantum. He and his brother are the owners of TNT. I kind of went over this with Luke, and I'll just touch on it a little bit with Andrew. These guys have worked their butts off over the years and have come a long way from where they started. Andrew started at Nashville Inboard when you were, 22?
19.
19. He started at Nashville Inboard, which was the previous Malibu dealership, when he was 19. Made his way up to service manager. In 2005, that previous owner wound up passing away, and Malibu came to Andrew and Luke and asked them if they could take over the Malibu brand and carry on the dealership. They agreed.
Well, let me change that.
Sorry.
What happened there was we had sold 18 boats in our best year in 2004. And as service manager at Nashville Inboard Watersports, I had sold most of those boats, being in service. What happened was we tried to pursue Malibu to get signed up with them, and due to the fact that I was only 25 years old, they said, that's not going to happen, you're too young. I called all 18 of those customers that I had sold boats to that year, and they called Malibu and said they were going to get rid of them and buy Mastercrafts if I were not given the opportunity with Luke to start the next dealership. So they gave in. We had 30 days to find a place and a floor plan, and got started that way because of our customer service and how we took care of people after the sale is what got us to where we are today.
And how many boats? I know you guys took over in 2005 and changed the name just before the boat show, actually, wasn't it? It was just a couple of months before the boat show.
2 weeks after we got signed up with Malibu was the Nashville Boat Show in 05.
A little bit of stress.
Yeah.
A little bit of stress. So that first boat show, and I was there, I wasn't a part of TNT at that time, but I do know that you guys had a phenomenal boat show that year compared to previous years.
Compared to the previous years, we would sell 1 to 2 boats at the Nashville Boat Show. That year we sold, I think, 6.
Was it 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you had a big year.
Our entire year in 05 was a 21 boat year.
Right. And what was it previously? Do you remember?
Previously, 18 was the most we ever sold.
Okay. So an immediate impact as soon as you guys took over.
And then by 2007, we were selling 40 a year.
Right. Yep. And I came on in 2006. I came on part-time with sales and all. And, and I told you with Luke, the funny story was because they looked so young, we were working the 2006 boat show. Nobody would give them the time of the day unless they knew them personally.
Yes.
And they would all come to me because I was the older guy and I guess they thought I had all the answers, and I didn't.
We had a hard time relating to the of age clientele because of how young we were. So that's what made Eric so crucial to us in the early stages.
But it was funny because he and Luke both would come to me and say, "What the heck?" And they knew more about him than anybody. But because appearances are sometimes deceiving.
It took some time.
It did. It took some time. People came around and got to know Luke and Andrew and myself, and over the years it's just grown. People have come to know us and trust us, and it's been good. We've through the years, we like I said, we started in 2005. We got up. Now we're at 2019. Back then in 2005, we were at 20-something boats. In 07, 08, we were up to 40-something boats.
Then we had the big hiccup in 09.
Yeah, that was a tough year.
So we went all the way back down to 15 boats in 2008. And then in 2009, we were going to the Nashville Boat Show and not going to make payroll the next week. And we had to put it all on the line, and if we didn't sell a few boats in 09, we wouldn't have made it through. We went in the boat show, and I told everybody, you're not getting a paycheck if we don't sell any boats.
Yeah.
So we squeaked through. We became the only dealership in Middle Tennessee to stay under the same ownership after the recession in 2000.
Yeah, that was a tough year. I remember you told me going into the show, said, here's the deal, buddy. We either make it happen or we shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had $1,200 in the account.
Yep.
And we
because of service, once again being service related, in the years post 2008, it was our service department just taking care of people that had boats.
Yeah.
That squeaked us by, and then it started
Some
to
boat
let
sales
loose and got better in 11, better 12, better 13, and continued to get better and better. But,
Yeah.
but we stay service oriented is my big push here.
Yeah, Andrew, and like I told you with Luke, they are not sit behind the desk owners by any means. Andrew's probably one of the hardest working people in this dealership. Since I've been able to come on full time, we've kind of taken him out of the sales role because his passion is actually service. That's what he loves. That's what he's always done. He likes making sure the customers get the service they deserve and the boats out to them and stuff like that. And that's his passion. So I'm all for it. But you will hardly ever see Andrew in the shop. You will see him out on the tractor. You will see him moving boats. You will see him in the shop working on boats. I mean, that's just him. He is not a sit behind the desk kind of guy. That's what I do and take care of all that stuff, which is great. If that's what he loves to do, he's very fortunate that he has the opportunity to do what he loves. So,
very much so.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. So, but we have grown. They have worked their butts off for 15 years. I think this year we're exceeding total boat sales. Well, let me back up. We picked up Crest in 2018, so we've got the Crest pontoons that we've added to the mix. But I think overall, how many boats are you thinking this year total?
New towboats this year were around 106.
And then pontoons?
Pontoons were at 45.
Yeah.
So roughly 151 new boats this year.
Right.
And then if you count all the used, we're close to 200.
Yeah. That's
which we never thought we would ever see that day.
No, that's tremendous growth. Tremendous growth. And
we appreciate our customers
very much
hanging with us through this growth. We know that there's been some hiccups, and we're working through it. We've gone from when I started to 4 employees that ran the whole dealership for 10 years. This year we're at 17.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different ball game now.
Yeah. We've had to up the ante, but we've had to because of growth and to keep up with our customer base and all that. And I like I told you, I'm not saying that we're perfect and we get everything right all the time. But for us in the service department, it's how you respond to those issues, and we do our very best to make it right. And the philosophy of if you're doing the right thing, sometimes it's going to cost you money, but you just kind of swallow your pill, you go along with it, and you make it right for the customer. You know, and that's tough sometimes. Anybody who's in the customer service business understands that.
Yes.
You can have very, very trying days, and it can ruin your day or your week.
The sale is the easiest part of the process.
Yes, absolutely.
Because luckily we have the best brands in the industry to sell, and they sell themselves. But it's being able to take care of the customer properly after the sale is what's so important to us.
Yes, and we and I'm more involved in the sales side of it. That's just where I kind of fall into place, and I try to keep everything going in the sales part, and that's where Andrew steps in on the service side of it. And then of course Andrew, Luke, and myself, we're always discussing the plans, what our future holds, where we're going, what we want to do in the future. So I think it's a pretty good relationship.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, there may be days where we fuss at each other, cuss at each other, but that's what family does. On the way home, you're calling each other saying, "Man, I'm sorry. I love you. It's all good." That's just part of it.
That's right.
Like I said, I've been here since 2006, so he's you might as well say we're all family.
Yeah.
But this is Andrew. Like I said, he's one of the owners. He's a working owner. He's not a sit behind the desk owner. We really appreciate everything he's done over the years and how they've been able to grow the business. It's not just them. It's a team effort all the way across the board. But Andrew's at the helm. So if you got any questions, hunt him down. He'll probably be in the back or something like that, running wild, covered in sweat and all frazzled. But
thank you guys, and have a good day.
Thanks. I'll see you on the next video.